Good evening, guys. Welcome to the Fighting Final. I'm your host, Mike Lauro. Phil's win in a big way tonight. The Bats get uncorked tonight. What a night for Kyle Schwarber. Almost, he had a chance to break the Major League home run record tonight. Unfortunately, the Braves put a position player in, and he pops up to go. But Kyle Schwarber tonight, what a night. 4 home runs, 9 runs batted in. What a game for Kyle Schwarber. Wow. The Phillies tonight really got the proverbial monkey off their back. Now, can they continue this and move forward? We'll just have to wait and see after a really bad 3 days up in New York, looking like a team. They look like a Little League team, literally. It feels so good to be on this side of a 19-4 game than what I had to witness the other night, watching them everything fall apart and kind of explode on them Monday when they lost 13-3. I had to call on that game. So I'll tell you what, man, going into tonight, Aaron Nola looks shaky early on, man, but I'll tell you what, you got to give it to him. He kind of settled in. He went 6 innings tonight, gave up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. His counterpart, Mr. Quantrill, pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 9 runs, 9 earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. They pretty much teed off on him, and we're going to get into this, guys. Let me check see what's going on here. Star Wars checking in. He says, belt the bottom tonight. They definitely did that to the Braves. They got to do it to the Mets. And I got a little theory on this stuff as we go forward. Even though it looked kind of bleak earlier this week, okay, he's definitely I think it's going to look a little better when we get the Mets here in a week. And the reason I'm saying that is you got to look at the win-loss records from home and away. They're splits. Everybody in the NL is pretty much around 500 with the exception of the Brewers. The Brewers are the only team really that has a really good road record along with a really good home record. So, to me, I expect the Phillies to really, really kind of give the Mets their just due when they come down here next week. Big Al Safiri checking in says, Kyle Schwarber, baby. Star Wars, why can't we beat the Mets? Hey, look, it happens. I think the Mets get up for us too. You really got to, but you got to tip your cap to the Mets. They played really good ball. They played really good, smart ball, man. They really did. Ricky, what is going on? Matty is always coming on. Sunday through Thursday, buddy. He will be following me in about, just under 20 minutes or so. He will be live on here on these airwaves. So I'm pretty sure, Rick, you can have your fill of Matty. He will be on. Mickey checking in says, hi, how are you? What's going on, Mickey? Our buddy from the great Northwest checking in. All right, guys, we're going to get over this now. This is how it went down tonight in South Philly. Top of the first, the Braves would jump to a 3-0 lead on Aaron Nola. It seemed like he couldn't find the strike zone. He was all over the place. He would walk in the first run. Of course, Ozzie Albies would get credit for the RBI, but he would draw a walk, a bases loaded walk, giving Atlanta a 1-0 lead. Michael Harris would come up. Where's he at? Oh, wait a minute. Where'd it go? There it is. No. That's not what I'm looking for. There it is. Yep. Ozzie Albies would walk. The next batter would be Michael Harris. Michael Harris would hit a RBI single, scoring 2 more runs. It would put the Braves up at the top of the first. They would be up 3-0 on the Phillies. And I'll tell you what, right after that happened, man, bottom of the first, the Phils broke out the lumber. Kyle Schwarber, second batter in, would hit a solo shot, cutting the lead to 3-1. Bryce Harper would get on base, and right after him, JT Realmuto hit a shot to left field. Went off of the second deck right above Harry DeCays out there in left field. A 2-run home run. The game is now tied, and you would go a few batters later after that. Max Kepler would take a shot to deep right field. He pretty much got into one, and the Phillies were up 5-3 after 1. We go to the bottom of the third. the Phillies would get another home run. There would be 7 home runs by this Phillies team tonight. You want to talk about breaking out the long ball tonight? They broke out the big boy lumber tonight, okay? 7 home runs in total tonight. 4 of them by Kyle Schwarber. So, bottom of the third, Harper goes deep, and he hit a moonshot. I mean, a moonshot, second deck shot, giving the Phillies a 6-3 lead, and that would stay to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the fourth, dude, the Phillies would just explode in the bottom of the fourth. Bryson Stott, RBI single. Harrison Bader would score. Harrison Bader had a very good game tonight, as defensively and offensively. I thought Harrison Bader was getting on base. He beat out a single later on in the game. I really like his acquisition. I would love to see the Phillies keep him in a Phillies uniform. I think he could really help out, especially if they are ready to bring up Justin Crawford. You can slide Crawford into center field, move Harrison Bader to the left. You got your problem solved, man. Even if you want to platoon him with Marsh, you would have that and let these other guys, kind of go where they go. But Bryson Stott would single, Bader would score. Trey Turner would hit an RBI double, scoring Stott, putting the Phillies up 8-3. Here comes Kyle Schwarber again in the bottom of the fourth, 2-run home run. He would jack one, and I mean obliterate it into the upper deck. 3 of his 4 shots went to the upper deck. The other one went to left field. He hit an opposite shot. Right after this, Alec Bohm with an RBI double, putting the Phillies up 12-4 after 4 innings. First 4 innings, they just exploded all over this Atlanta Braves team, which, by the way, are decimated. They are just really, truly decimated. Bottom of the fifth would come around. Kyle Schwarber again with a 3-run home run, putting the Phillies up 15-3. The Braves would tack one on in the top of the 6th with a Matt Olson home run. He always seems to get a home run and hit on the Phillies, does Matt Olson. Matt Olson's been really kind of crazy against the Phillies. Come back to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time. Again, Kyle Schwarber with a 3-run home run, putting the Phillies up 18-4. Bottom of the 8th, RBI single, and by Amundo Sosa, Kepler would come around the score, putting the Phillies up 19-4. And let's give a little credit to Kepler, Bader. All right, even Bryson Stott hit a hard ball. The person that was pitching was a position player. They really tried. They did a great job trying to get Kyle up there for his 6th at bat. He did go 4 for 6 tonight. They tried to get him up there for his 5th at bat for his 6th at bat to try to get him the record for the 5 home runs. He just undercut it a little bit. But anyway, bottom of the 8th, Amundo Sosa single, Kepler would score, putting the Phillies up 19-4. That would be your ball game, folks. That's how it would end, 19-4 for the Phillies in this game. Holy cow. You had 19 runs on 20 hits. 19. They put out 20 hits tonight. That's unreal. So unreal. So 19 runs on 20 hits. Braves 4 runs on 6 hits. No team had an error tonight. Everybody in the Phillies lineup going down here. Everybody in the lineup had a hit, with the exception of Weston Wilson did not get a hit. Weston Wilson was the only one in the Phillies lineup and he ended up coming in. He's the only one that didn't get a hit. Everybody else in this Phillies lineup got a hit tonight. 20 hits on 19 runs. Kyle Schwarber was just simply amazing tonight. And I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be hard for people to try to ignore him now in the MVP voting. It's going to be very hard. I don't care what people are trying to say. I definitely think you got to talk about him in that MVP voting right now. Big Al says, way to get everyone out of their feels, especially after the 3 games with the Mets. Ricky saying, go Phillies. Eagles fan checking in, saying, wow, just wow. 7 home runs tonight, said Star Wars. Yes, it is. It is very good. Big Al said 19 runs off of 20 hits. I just said that. I wanted to put 20 runs, though. It's all good, though. Eagles fan, come on. as much as I can't stand the Braves and the Phillies smacking the Braves around tonight was something that I've been dying to see. That Braves team is a shell of its former self right now. It really is. Star Wars said Bader had a chance for the cycle. Yeah, he needed a homer. If he would have got a home run, he would have had a cycle. I love Harrison Bader. I've been wanting the Phillies to get him for a couple of years now. So I love it. Schwarber, 49 home runs. Yes, you are right. He hit 46 to 49 tonight. It's not easy hitting a home run. Yes, we found that out. Marchand got a hit. Sosa got a hit. Yes, and Kepler also walked. So you got to give Kepler credit. They did all they could to get him up there, man. So, and Marchand, I'm gonna give him a little love too. I know we kind of like poo-pooed him on Sunday when we did P&M in the AM. Our buddy Dave Yarno, who, by the way, I'm pretty sure he is miserable inside today. So I'm pretty sure Matty will be touching on that today, as well as a big trade has gone down in the NFL today. So Matty will probably have you covered on that. Guys, I am going to run you through the scoreboard right about now. So let's do us all a good, huge favor, and let's round the bases. Alrighty, guys, here we go. We're rounding the bases in Baltimore today. It was the Boston Red Sox 3, the Orioles 2. In Milwaukee, it was the Diamondbacks 6, the Brewers 4. In Houston, it was the Astros 4, the Rockies 3. In St. Louis, it was the Cardinals 4, the Pirates 1. In San Francisco, the Giants beat the Cubs today 4-3. Of course, we just saw the score of the Phillies game, 19-4 over the Braves. In the bottom of the 8th, right now, in Citi Field, it is the Marlins 7, the Mets 4, and in Chicago, it is the Yankees right now 6-4 over the White Sox. So there is your scoreboard right now. Standings right now, the Phillies are up by 4 on those New York Mets. If they shall lose tonight to the Marlins, they would drop back to 5 down. So the Phillies would actually pick up a game on them, and they would move to 77, and they would be tied with the Dodgers right now for second place for in this in the National League. If you're looking at it right now, the Mets have 72 wins, the Cubs have 76, Padres 75, Mets with 72. So they would be your 3 wild card teams right now. The Cubbies have kind of fallen off, or not Cubbies, I'm sorry, the Reds have kind of fallen back on the Mets now. They are 4 back of the Mets. So it's going to be quite an interesting thing, considering they do have a big 3-game set coming up. I just want to run by something here, guys. We have been talking about this Mets team, okay, and how they got hot and how they smacked the Phillies around. After this series with the Marlins, guys, they got to go to Detroit and play the Tigers for 3. Then they go to the Reds to play the Reds for 3. Then they come to the Phillies and play the Phillies for 3 before finishing up with the Rangers going to New York, and then the Padres going to New York. So, that's their next, 5 series. Then they get a nice little break in their scheduling with 3 with the Nationals. But the Nationals just took 2 or 3 from them. But this one will be up at Citi Field before they got to go to Wrigley to play a 3-game set against the Cubs in late September before they finish out with this Marlins team. So that Mets schedule is brutal. And, and I'm not saying that, the reason I'm looking at it is because they were right behind us. They just swept us. But I want you guys to take a look at where they got to go and who they got to play coming up. This is a really bad gauntlet for the Mets. And to be honest with you, you're looking at, they got to go to Detroit. They got to play the Tigers. The Tigers are the American League's best team. Okay. The Reds are right on their heels. The Reds took 2 or 3 from them in New York. So now they got to go to Great American Ballpark and play the Reds out there. And then when they're done that, now you got to come here to Philly for 4 games. That's going to be a hard. I mean, and then even after they're done, they get the Rangers and the Padres back to back at home. Like that's a rough schedule. And then they get a mini break, like I said, with the Nationals, but the Nationals just took 2 or 3 from them in DC last weekend. So you're looking at that, and then they got the Cubs before they finish out with the Marlins. So, again, if you're a Mets fan, I think the Mets will definitely make the playoffs, but it's going to be hard, man. Let me tell you, hard. They got some games coming up. I mean, the Phillies too. I mean, if you're looking at the Phillies schedule coming up in here, I mean, Jesus God, they got 3 with the Braves, 3 with the Brewers. Then they're at the Marlins, the Mets series. Then we get the Royals for 3. But then we got to go to the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers. Then we have the Marlins, and then we finish up with the Twins. So, I mean, Phillies got a little bit, they got to play the Dodgers again. That's going to be something that, the Phillies are going to have to go and do. But this is right now, as it's looking, your standings right now in the National League. It is 83-52. Those Milwaukee Brewers, they are numero uno. The Phillies are now tied for second with the Dodgers at 77-57. Phillies hold the tiebreaker over the Dodgers right now currently. So the Dodgers would be number 3. And then you're looking at your 3 wild card teams right now. You're looking at basically the Cubbies at 76-58. You have the Padres 75-59, and then those New York Mets at 72-61. They are right there, but literally right behind the Mets are the 4 games behind them. You have the Cincinnati Reds 4 games behind. 6 games behind are the Giants, the Cardinals, and the Diamondbacks are all 6 games behind. So it's a pretty tight little race. They're 6 games behind, and then literally the Marlins are 10 games behind them. So, again, guys, this is going to be a very, very fun thing. Now, let's get on the train, guys. We're going on our Broad Street bottom line. Broad Street bottom line is this. Kyle Schwarber tonight, 4 home runs, 9 runs batted in. He is our player of the game. Dude is just bad. That is it. B-A-double-D, bad. Kyle Schwarber, Broad Street bottom line is his bat was on. He had the thunder stick going tonight, and it was great. So that is the bottom line. Guys, we are going to get some little bill paying out the way. I'm going to take care of you guys for a little bit. I really want to get off a little bit early so Maddie can do his. But it's really good. Phillies get off the schneid tonight. May actually pick up a game as well. Guys, earlier tonight, Steve Fuentes. Also, Pat is still on MIA right now until he's getting his stuff fixed. So it was Steve tonight on the attacking third right before I came on. So he had you covered for all the Union and MLS action. I will be on tomorrow covering for Pat Bernard with the wraparound. We will get into a better look as the Eagles get ready to go into the season. Get ready for the Dallas Cowboys, which now does not have Michael Parsons, by the way. And I will also be doing a little college football breakdown for week 1. So make sure you guys tune into the wraparound tomorrow. On Sunday, it is me and Al. We will be, getting you ready, checking out this weekend's action. I will be reviewing, the Penn State game. Be reviewing the Penn State game and week 1 of college football. Tonight, literally in about 2 to 3 minutes, Matty B will be jumping on. He'll be going over everything in the world of Philadelphia sports. So he will be talking about this big Phillies win tonight. I don't care how they got it. They brought out the lumber sticks, and it was great. Here is this is our schedule for the rest of this series. Big Al will have you tomorrow. That's right, Friday nights with Al. Pizza and the pies on. There you go, with Al Saveri. So make sure you have your pizza ready. Come in and join us, and make sure you wear your City Connects. Al loves them. Saturday, it is Matty B. Also with Sunday, as well as Matty B. And don't forget, on Sunday, make sure you guys tune in because Matty B does a great thing here with his Phillies down on the farm. What I hear, he's actually going to wear a straw hat and overalls. We've been trying to get him to do it for years, but I believe he's actually finally going to do it on Sunday. So make sure you guys check him out on Sunday on the wraparound. Guys, the Bird Blast returns Tuesday. That's right, this upcoming Tuesday, the day after the holiday, it will be Birds Blast with Matty B and 94 94 WIP's Kyle Quinn, midday producer. Make sure you guys check it out. They will be covering the Birds as well. And guess what? This week, that's right, this Saturday, right after the final whistle, that's right, the Happy Valley Huddle with yours truly. That's right, the infamous Penn State post-game show. We will have it all year for you as the number 2 ranked Nittany Lions host Nevada. I don't think that's going to be an issue there. And here you go, debut show Wednesday, September 3rd at 7 p.m. That's right here on It's a Wrap Sports, Props, Locks, and Parlays with myself. And I'm actually going to have a little co-host. I'm going to have a co-host with me for all you guys that are familiar with Out of the Box. Out of the Box's own Paul Spencer will be joining me. Me and Paul have been talking. We talk college football for years. Make sure you tune in to us. Me and Paul will be live giving our college picks, our professional picks, and our favorite prop bets of the week. Again, it's for entertainment purposes only. So make sure you guys come in. No pressure. So again, guys, make sure you tune in for that as the debut of Props, Locks, and Parlays. Guys, it has been great. I want to get to your comments real quick, man. I thank you guys. Where did we stop at? Eagles fan, why couldn't we play like this against the Mets? Some teams just have your number. It's just that simple. But like I said, I'm talking about this now. The splits between home and away in the National League is just crazy. It really is. I looked at it the other day. The Mets are like 6 games under 500 on the road. So you're going to see a different Mets team when they come down here. Now, I'm not saying that they can't win a game or two down here. You know, I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is the way they play at home to the way they play on the road, totally different. And again, if you really take a look at it, I don't think this Mets team is good enough to beat a team like the Cubs or a team like the Dodgers. Because if you're looking at it right now, if the Phillies finish ahead of the Dodgers and get that number 2 seed, you're literally getting a weekend series. The Mets got to go across country to go play the Dodgers. So I don't see the Mets beating them. I really don't. Again, Mets would have to go on the road. This would be something different than it was a year ago with that team. So Braves are not hard to beat. Nah, not this year, Star Wars. You see what we did to them. Hey, Star Wars was on the bench. He had almost 120 RBIs. Yeah, Schwarber's hitting, man. Joe Hale, what a game to be at. Joe, did you go tonight, buddy? If you want, that'd be awesome, man. And I miss you, Joe, man. We got to link up one of these days. I got to get over to an indie show over in Jersey, man. I might have to pop up and say what's up to you, buddy. It's been a while since I seen my buddy Joe Hale. He said, Kyle looked good. He looked more than good tonight, man. Adam checking in. Where was this team against the Mets? Adam, it's again, it's just I don't know. They didn't show. Look, I don't know. They just look like a different baseball team. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Phillies win 19-4 tonight. Kyle Schwarber breaks off the schneid in a big way with 4 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Big Al will have you on the call tomorrow. I am Mike Laro. I will be back tomorrow night with the wraparound. So I will probably be hopping in on Al's Fighting's Final. He doesn't mind. I come in because I'm a shameless whore. I'm going to plug the show that I'm doing. So, yeah, I'll be popping on Al's post-game to let you know I'm doing it. I'm doing the wraparound right after that. So, I will see you guys then. Make sure you tune in. Matty B is coming up next. That's right. He's following right behind me with the final word. So, make sure you tune in for that, guys. Again, Mike Laro, I am out, guys. I will see you tomorrow night.